Hello guys, it's Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic, back again. And what I'm doing this time around is I've got a BMW on a 2014-15 BMW 5 Series. It's a F20 Bravo. It's a F20 model. The engine code is a B47 D20A. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and replace the inlet manifold. We're going to take it off. We're going to replace it with a second-hand one. He's got a second-hand one. I know you guys are saying, such a big job, why am I going to put a second-hand one? But the customer has bought a second-hand one. We're going to go ahead and replace it. Let's go, let's do it. Okay, that's the engine bay. It's the B47 D20A, or you could call it the B47 D20 Oscar Alpha, something like that. Oscar Zero Alpha engine. So we've got, first things first, we're going to go ahead and take this off from here, move that out of the way. Okay, strictly speaking, I recommend we take the battery lead off, but these BMWs are a little bit weird, because what happens is, especially on the BMW 1 Series and 3 Series, when you take the battery lead off, or when you disconnect the battery, the footwell module messes up. So what I'm going to do is, they're the two live wires here. I'm going to take it off from there, okay, and then obviously tape them up. That way they're out of the way, and then we're going to leave the battery. I'm going to leave the battery lead on. That way, I know I'm taking all these sensors, everything off, but I'm going to leave the battery lead on. Then I'll code read it at the end and reset it. That way, I'm not disturbing the footwell module, things like that. Anyway, first things first, I'm going to take that off, move that out of the way, and we'll go from there. Okay, as you can see there, I've took them off, taped up and everything, so they can't really touch anything. So that's off. We're going to take this off here, move that out of the way. This cover here, get this out of the way. The next thing what we're going to do is, obviously I've took the cover off everything. We're going to take all the plugs off. Obviously I can't show you every single plug, but as you can see here, we've got some here, one there, another one down here on the airflow sensor, or the throttle body. So basically, to take these off, this little grey clips, we need to undo them. Okay, push it back, and then that comes off. Push it down, and that comes off. Same with this one. That clip, push the clip back like that. Push down, and then that comes off. Same with this one. That comes off. These are off. You don't need to mark them, because obviously that goes there, that one goes there. Can't really get it wrong. Yeah, all the little plugs and everything, we'd take them off, move them out of the way. You'll see little Jubilee clips there, sorry, cable ties there. Just ping them off, and yeah, you're good to go. Basically, get all the wiring looms out of the way, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, I think we've got most of these wiring plugs and everything out of the way. The plugs that go in there, onto that, few down there. There's these little units, we're going to take them off in a minute, we'll get to that. These on the top here, we've took them two off, which is the sensor that goes on the EGR valve, everything, it goes down there, we took that off. Right, we've took this one off here, the throttle body, or the throttle housing sensor. Well, there's another wire, the wire goes right this way, goes through this way basically. We'll get to that after. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take that little Torx off here. I think it's a Torx 25. Let's go take that off. Hopefully this wiring loom will move out of the way, and then we can gain access to all the bolts, everything there. But first things first, let's take that off and see what happens. Right, I've took that one off there. Remember that Torx 20? It's a Torx 20, by the way. This one here, I've took that off. Still not moving out of the way. So there's another one here, right next to the oil filler cap, right there. We take that off. Then what we do is, because it's still not coming off, as you can see there, it's still stuck. We're going to take all these wires off here, as you can see here on the fuel rail. Push that back. That should come off. Get both hands onto that, that will come off. Same with the injector wires as well. Push these back. This one. Another one here. Another one here. Basically take these four off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take that off as well. And maybe another one here. Bloody hell, there's so many to take off, these little plugs. Take that one off there as well. So take this one off, 2, 3, 4, 5. This off here. Hopefully this wiring loom should move out of the way. Okay guys, as you can see here, I've took most of the wiring loom off. It's, I would say, 99% off. I can get to the bolts and everything, no problem whatsoever. Right, there was another, to move this out of the way totally, there was another little plug down there, as you can see there. Move that out of the way. So if you come straight in there, a little bit tricky to get to that one, but I got to it, no problem. So that's out of the way. What we're going to do now is, can you see these two little units here that goes onto the inlet manifold? This one and this one. We're going to go ahead and take them off. Move this out of the way so you guys can see it better. So in order to take that off, there's a little, like a clip there, right there. So we ping that clip backwards, and I think they should just go straight down. That's one. There we go. Same with the other one as well. Little clip there, and it should just ping down. There we go. That moves out of the way as well. So just be careful with these little pipes. You don't want to go breaking them. I mean, this one here, strictly speaking, I should take that off and then basically move the pipe out of the way, and this one will come this way. I'll try doing that, but I don't like these little pipes here. They end up breaking, and then I'll need this unit here. So I'll try that. If I can, I'll take this off from here, move that out way that way, and then the plug, this little unit here should move this way, and that should give us enough room to get to the bolts and everything down there. Right, let's do that. Okay, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go to this side here, and we'll take this pipe off. Obviously it's got a clip on there, so I need to flick this clip this way, which I've done with a little hook screwdriver with one of them. So basically get the hook on there and flick it this way. On the other side I got a flat screwdriver, as you can see there. Just make it out there, the clip. Okay, and now that should just go down. There we go, that comes straight off. Push that back in and leave it to the side. Okay, so that pipe's off. We'll go ahead and take the bolts off now and see what happens. Let's go. Right, so what we're going to do now is, I've already cracked them. We're going to take this one off, size 10 mil, take this off, one down there, another one there, as you can just make it out there. This one here, another one there, one underneath there, another one there, basically there. We'll take them off and see what happens. All these bolts should be off, and hopefully this should come off now. These bolts, the manifold bolts, they don't come out all the way. As you can see, they're stuck there. Okay, these manifold bolts here, they shouldn't come off, but they should be there. Just leave them there. This one's come off. Some of them might come off. For instance, the ones down there, they're not coming off, which is a good thing. You don't want them to be flying around everywhere. They'll be stuck onto the manifold. Hopefully it should come off with the manifold. This pipe here, just put some rags or anything there. We don't want to drop anything down there. Like if one of them do come off, we don't want it to fall in there. Then I'm fishing around for that as well. So hopefully now we've got one wire there. Remember, stuck onto the throttle body. So when we take that off, hopefully I'll get to that. Take that off. This should come off. Right, let's give it a little pull and let's see what happens. Okay, so that's the plug that I said we couldn't take off. We'll go ahead and take that off. Right, that's out of the way. Manifold is off. As you can see there, look at the state of that. We're going to get the new one on, second-hand new one on. I would recommend getting a brand new one on, but the brand new one's really expensive. So we're going to get a second-hand new one on and see how it goes. Obviously clean everything out, try to clean all that out inside there. And yeah, we'll go from there. Right, okay, there we have it. That's the second-hand new one. As you can see, I've put the seals, everything on, cleaned it up best I can, everything. I'm going to put this on and in reverse order, and yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go. Right, okay guys, I've got the manifold on. I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I had to put the camera down, 2-man job. I mean, if you take all the wiring loom totally off, then obviously 1-man job I could have shown you guys dead easy. But because I had all the wiring looms there and everything, I had to move them out of the way. Another person had to guide it in. So end of story is, you can get it in by yourself, but if you have 2 people, it makes your life a lot easier. Anyway, what we're going to do now is all these 10mm bolts, get them back on, tighten up on them, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got all the bolts on, finger tight kind of thing, with my fingers, got them on. So what I'll do now is get the electric ratchet on there. Just tighten up on all of them. This one, them 2 there. Some on the top here. Just go through all of them, tighten up on them, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Right, manifold is bolted on. We're going to get all the wires on, pipes on, things like that. Your guess is good as my guess where everything goes, because it's all spaghetti junction kind of thing. And yeah, but it'll all fall into place, don't worry about it. So we're going to get all them wiring looms back on, wiring plugs back on, the pipe and everything, this pipe and everything, guide it through there onto that little unit. Basically everything in reverse order. Give me a minute, I'll get back at you guys. Right guys, there we have it. Everything is on. I've got all the wiring plugs, everything back on, the alternator wires on, them plugs down there, everything basically in reverse order. I'm not going to show you guys how to put everything back on. The way we took it off, that's the way we're putting everything back on. So yeah, one thing left to do is let's start it up. Let's see how it goes, and we'll go from there. Hopefully it should be all right. Well, that's it guys. That's how we replace the inlet manifold on a 2014 BMW 5 Series. Not the hardest job in the world, but it's the hardest bit is taking all the wires off, all the plugs off and everything. Anyway, I hope this video helps you guys out. If it didn't help you guys out, I'm sorry. Trying my best. Please like, share, subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Raul TV, Team R4UL. We'll see you guys next time.